Hey there, future electronics wizards. Today, we're diving into the world of transistors. These tiny components are the heart of modern electronics. They control the flow of electricity in everything from smartphones to spaceships. We'll learn how to test transistors using a multimeter. Don't worry, it's easier than you think. By the end of this guide, you'll be able to identify faulty transistors like a pro. Before we begin, let's make sure you have the right tools. You'll need a digital multimeter. This is our trusty tool for measuring electrical properties, a few NPN transistors. These are the most common type of transistor, and a few PNP transistors. We'll test these too. Got everything? Great, let's get started. 8. NPN transistors have 3 terminals: base, collector, and emitter. Think of a transistor like a valve in a water pipe. The base is like the valve handle. A small signal at the base controls a larger current flow between the collector and emitter. In an NPN transistor, current flows from collector to emitter when there's a positive voltage at the base. Section 4. Testing NPN transistors step by step. Now, let's test an NPN transistor using our multimeter. This process will help you determine if the transistor is functioning correctly. Step 1. Set your multimeter to diode mode. This is crucial as it allows us to measure the voltage drop across the transistor's junctions. This mode lets us measure the voltage drop across a diode, which is similar to how a transistor junction behaves. Understanding this is key to testing transistors. Step 2. Connect the positive red probe of your multimeter to the base of the NPN transistor. This is the first part of our testing process. Step 3. Connect the negative black probe to the emitter. This completes the circuit for the base emitter junction. You should see a reading on your multimeter, typically between 0.6 volts and 0.7 volts. This indicates the junction is conducting properly. This indicates a good base emitter junction. If the reading is outside this range, the transistor may be faulty. Step 4. Now keep the red probe on the base. This is important for the next part of the test. Touch the black probe to the collector. This will test the base collector junction. You should get an open circuit reading, usually displayed as OL. This means the junction is not conducting, which is expected. Congratulations, you've successfully tested an NPN transistor. This method ensures your transistor is in good working condition. Section 5. Understanding PNP transistors. PNP transistors are similar to NPN transistors, but the current flow is reversed. In a PNP transistor, current flows from emitter to collector when there's a negative voltage at the base. Section 6. Testing PNP transistors step by step. Let's test a PNP transistor, a crucial component in many electronic circuits. Step 1. Set your multimeter to diode mode just like we did before. This mode helps us check the junctions of the transistor. Step 2. Connect the negative black probe of your multimeter to the base of the PNP transistor. The base is the middle pin. Step 3. Connect the positive red probe to the emitter. The emitter is usually the left pin when the flat side faces you. You should see a reading on your multimeter, typically between 0.6 volts and 0.7 volts. This indicates a healthy junction. This tells us the base emitter junction is good. A good junction is essential for the transistor to function properly. Step 4. Keep the black probe on the base. Ensure it stays in contact. Touch the red probe to the collector. The collector is usually the right pin. Again, you should get an open circuit reading, OL. This means there's no current flow, which is expected. You've successfully tested both NPN and PNP transistors. Great job. Section 7. Conclusion: you did it. Congratulations on reaching the end of this tutorial. Today, you learned how to test NPN and PNP transistors using just a multimeter. This is a fundamental skill in electronics. This skill is essential for any budding electronics enthusiast. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the more proficient you'll become. Keep testing different transistors, and soon you'll be able to spot a faulty transistor in no time. This will save you a lot of troubleshooting time. Knowing how to test transistors will help you troubleshoot circuits and build your own electronic projects. This knowledge is invaluable for creating reliable circuits. Keep exploring the exciting world of electronics and never stop learning. There's always something new to discover. Bye for now.